Hey guys, HDV here, and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got loads of stuff to go over, potential Fuecoco evolution typings, Nintendo Direct stuff, and then also a rumor that popped up years ago which correctly predicted some things for Legends Arceus, and then potentially for Generation 9 as well. So plenty of stuff to cover today. If you're excited for the video though, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, let's take a look at the Fuecoco updates. So this was posted on the r/PokeLeaks Reddit by Remarkable Free 8036 saying, possible hint for Fuecoco's final typing. I was just on the Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet website in Chinese, and this was the literal translation of Fuecoco's name, possibly hinting at a final fire ghost typing. I don't know, also I'm not a native speaker, so I don't know if Google Translate is correct or not. So, as you can see on the Chinese website, when it does translate, it does say dead crocodile. So obviously, dead crocodile is probably kind of gonna be a fire ghost type, because simply if a Pokemon is dead, it's gonna be a ghost type like 9 times out of 10. So yeah, I mean, fire ghost, obviously we just had that with Hisuian Typhlosion. There's been heavily rumored that the next typing for the fire starter is again going to be fire ghost. I think in the Uncle information and stuff, he said it was going to be fire ghost. Again, we don't know if that's true or not, but a lot of people talking about how Fuecoco will end up as a fire ghost type, and this could be more kind of adding fuel to the fire to kind of I guess make that sound like more believable or something. But again, could just be a coincidence, but dead crocodile kind of makes you think, okay, that has something to do with, potential ghost types. So yeah, anyway, that's the stuff about Fuecoco. Next up, we're going to be going over some more Samus Hunter tweets. Now again, take it with a grain of salt. Choose to believe Samus Hunter if you want or not. It is completely up to you. But she recently tweeted out this information saying, I recently heard that Nintendo got some applications filed for game processing methods. The inventors are people from the Zelda team, so I think Nintendo is preparing to unveil the sequel to Breath of the Wild in the next Direct. They also have multilingual dub ready. It was one of the elements I had heard they were waiting to have for the big reveal of the game. I would say that the various pieces are coming together. I still don't know the details about trailers and games we will actually see at the next Direct. I mostly have several things that make me speculate on some possible announcements or reveals. June is going to be a big month, though potentially some Breath of the Wild Zelda stuff at the next Nintendo Direct, but again, she doesn't really know. I'm not sure if she's just saying she doesn't know what's going to get announced just to kind of make it like, I don't know, I guess if you're an insider and you say we're definitely going to see this in the next Nintendo Direct, and then obviously you don't see it, people are going to be like, okay, well, they're not trustworthy. So I guess if you say like, I don't know what's going to be the next Direct, but this could happen, then I guess it doesn't really hurt your credibility too much. But anyway, that's just some more stuff there. Then this person says they are doing a repeat of the Switch launch. Big Zelda E3, except this time it's a direct Switch 2 announcement in October with release dates for both Switch 2 and Breath of the Wild 2, which will release in March 2023. Easy to predict, been saying this for like at least 2 years. If you are hoping that, you are up for disappointment. And then I don't think she really replies to anything else. So yeah, I guess some potential Zelda stuff there, but again, more talking about how this Nintendo Direct is going to be happening this month, which again is very, very likely anyway, because it was going to get announced at E3, but E3 is not on this year, so they still have to do that Nintendo Direct. So now it's just kind of the case of when is it going to be. I think Sony's State of Play just got announced. I don't know when that is. I think it's very, very soon though, and obviously you're going to have one for like Microsoft and stuff like Xbox. So yeah, the Nintendo one will be at some point, but again, the exact date we're not really too sure, but it seems like it's going to be the middle of June, potentially the 15th of June. That's what kind of people are, and various sources are kind of saying is around the date we should expect to see. But I mean, that will get announced probably like a week prior. And then finishing things off, we have this speculation of an old 4chan post. So this was posted by Mati Yamamoto 07 2 days ago. And they said speculation on an old 4chan post. So anyway, this is the old 4chan post. It's just been like deleted now, but they say the post is no longer available, but it was posted late 2020. I posted more than 5 posts analyzing it, thinking they listed Pokemon that will appear in the Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes. When the trailers came out later in February, it was clear that there were no regional forms in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, and the Pokemon listed will not make sense for Legends Arceus as well. Strangely though, the list managed to accurately predict 2 regional forms that we got in Pokemon Legends Arceus. This is a screenshot from a post. before BDSP. So yeah, before BDSP even came out, this rumor correctly predicted regional forms for Pokemon Legends Arceus. Ignore the Gigantamax part, the list correctly predicted that Gumi will not get a regional form, and only Sliggoo and Goodra will, and a regional form for Avalugg. No other Pokemon was correct though, so obviously I thought it must be a fake post. But then for a fake 4chan post, it was very elaborate as it listed Pokemon according to the asset number and not the national Pokedex number. That made me really curious, as it was really different than other 4chan posts. I matched all of them with the asset numbers, and these were all the Pokemon listed. So obviously this was posted on the 4chan post saying, you know, Avalugg 81 and 41 regional, and the regional form only getting Gigantamax. Sliggoo 41, which is regional, and then Goodra 41 regional, as Gumi is missing, so the regional form may only be for Sliggoo and Goodra, and Gumi retains its original form. Anyway, then goes on to say Charizard, Swampert, and Meganium were listed here with 071. These numbers indicate regional forms maybe. Of course, this immediately made the post fake, as a bunch of random starters Final Evolution getting a regional form was unheard of before Legends. Recently I was thinking, what if the Pokemon listed is a bunch of possible Pokemon that might appear in future games? Could it be Charmander, Chikorita, and Mudkip be the starters for the upcoming Legends game, with their Final Evolution having regional forms similar to the Hisuian starters? Most likely a stretch, but who knows? Obviously there hasn't been an upcoming, like, there isn't like a Legends game that's like upcoming. I'm guessing they're just talking about like potentially a future one. You know, if we were going to get like a Legends Celebi or a Black and White Legends or whatever, then it would be about that. A bunch of fossils were also listed, and of course listing so many fossils as regional forms seemed absurd at the time. So you have Aerodactyl, Anorith, Armaldo, Archen, Archeops, Tyrant, Tyrantrum, Amora, and Aurorus. These were the ones listed getting new forms. Is it possible to actually see a bunch of fossils with different forms? Will we time travel to prehistoric era to see their original forms without the rock typing? Who knows, it's just speculation for now. So obviously there's been a lot of talk about past and future, present, time travel, all that stuff for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So maybe if we do go back in time, there's going to be a bunch of fossil Pokemon that are just without the rock type, you know, before they are prehistoric and stuff, and you know, like Aurorus will just be like an ice type, and Aerodactyl will just be a flying type, exactly, etc. So I think that'd be kind of cool, to be fair, and they do look kind of similar, but like obviously a little bit different, but obviously their typings have changed. I will list the remaining Pokemon from the post. Will any of the Pokemon in the list have regional forms in Scarlet or Violet? Only time will tell. So Tynamo, Electric, Electros, Slurpuff, Avalugg, Sliggoo, Goodra, Comfey, and Phalanx. So these are the ones that obviously have already had one. But yeah, Slurpuff, Electros, Electric, Tynamo, Comfey, and Phalanx. Of course, to make things worse, a bunch of Pokemon were listed as Mega Forms, which further paints this as a fake. It includes Milotic, Deoxys, Infernape, Empoleon, Luxray, Lucario, Weavile, Giratina, Darkrai, Arceus, and Lurantis. There are also big red flags, as Giratina, Darkrai, and Arceus getting any Megas beyond the remakes is simply absurd. The chance of Megas returning in the near future is also 0%. I think it's almost like, I don't think it's 0% for Megas to come back, but there were several Pokemon listed as Gigantamax. They were listed as 81, which is unconfirmed, but most likely Gigantamax or some other gimmicks. So you got Tyranitar, Torterra, Drifblim, Bronzong, Dialga, Palkia, Giratina, Arceus, Hydreigon, Volcarona, Avalugg, Wishiwashi, and Guzzlord. Obviously, this post is a bit of a stretch and based on a most likely fake post from 4chan, but it would be interesting if any Pokemon from the list do appear in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Edit, I found the post and someone else who analyzed it. So yeah, this is like all the analysis of everything to do with the post. So we have people obviously replying, you know, well, Charizard is represented in the peak we've gotten at Ku's Pokedex, and we've seen Larvitar in the trailer, but considering how unlikely it'd be that they'd introduce new Megas and Gigantamax at this point, I don't know. The Avalugg, Sliggoo, and Goodra are particularly curious, since accurately no Gumi variant, and Avalugg only had the variant form but an enormous noble form. Shame to not be able to see the original thread. I found the source, just updated it, you can check. Looks like they're supposed to be for Down and Pearl remakes. Judging by their name, it's interesting but seems unlikely. I'm thinking it's a unique fake, but kudos to them for thinking outside the box. So yeah, they obviously got some really like unique things right, which kind of makes people, I guess, look twice at it. But again, it could have just been a massive coincidence, or we could be seeing, you know, these kind of Pokemon with new forms in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Like we could be seeing the fossils without their rock typing, could be seeing these getting regional forms. Again, I mean, we haven't seen any regional forms for Scarlet and Violet, but it's very likely we're getting them because, you know, Riddler-Ku has said we are. So, you know, he's right literally about everything to do with Pokemon. So we can kind of, we're kind of convinced that we are going to get regional forms in the Generation 9 games. But yeah, just thought that was something interesting to go on. It's better than just like your normal random 4chan post. I don't really go over those anymore because, you know, they're 99.9% fake. But either way, this was quite an interesting one to go on. Again, most likely fake, probably is. But they got a few things right. So you never know. But anyway, that's going to be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to drop a like down below. It's trying to hit 500 likes. Leave a comment with your thoughts on this, and also Fuecoco's final typing and when you think we're going to see the next Nintendo Direct. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. It's everything from me, though. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and until next time, peace.